Good morning, Year 10s. This is the non-exam assessment, the NEA, and this is initial ideas, and that's number 6. Okay, quick look at the iterative design cycle. Okay, we've done the first cycle, and we're moving on to the second. You need to get a hold of a copy of this, the NEA non-exam assessment app. That's as a PDF attachment to Show My Homework, or you can download it from technologystudent.com. But that's your working document, and that refers to all the work that you've been doing. Okay, so each number of the slides refers to what you need to do. So if you have any doubt, first thing you do is go to them. Right, let's have a quick look. Attach this to the student checklist. It's well worth printing off and then just ticking off what you've done. Got it. Of course, you can go back and add to it as well. So you've identified design problem, you've proved a problem exists, you've established a target market, formulated and generated design brief, done the existing problems, done an inspiration mood board, and your justified specification. So we're moving on to the next one, design concept, and the first thing we're going to do is the initial ideas. Okay, so generating those initial ideas. So a quick look at that. You've done 801, identify and investigate and outline design possibilities. Now we're moving down to design and make a prototype that's fit for purpose. Okay, we're going to be looking at band C, and that is generating design ideas. Okay, so in the top band, you can see imaginative, creative and innovative ideas that have been generated, fully avoiding design fixation with full consideration of functionality, aesthetics and innovation. Okay, so that bit of design fixation means that you don't just pursue one idea, but you consider a whole range of them, and then through kind of logical cutting down of possibilities, you find the one that you want to do. Okay, ideas have been generated. They take full account of ongoing investigation. So again, if you come up against a problem, you don't know how big some things, you go back and research that and then reference that into your drawings or into your ideas. Extensive experimentation, excellent understanding, excellent communication. So that is your annotations on your drawings. Okay, so you need to show your working. Right, have a quick look. 3 sheets of A3 or the equivalent. That's your minimum requirement for the initial ideas. Okay, that can be 6 sheets of A4. That's so the equivalent of 3 sheets. Just look at that: creative, innovative, and imaginative. Some tips down here: you can make your drawing twice as big and then reduce it. So do a nice big drawing on A3 piece of paper and then reduce it down to A4. Or when you come to photograph it and scan it into your folder, then you've got a smaller version. It always looks much better. Okay, just remember, make your lines nice and dark and the lettering and the annotation nice and clear. Generate your image on SketchUp. You can print it out and then stick it on a window, stick a plain piece of paper over the top, okay, and then trace off it. Okay, it's not cheating, it's just generating an image that you're pleased with. Okay, so you can do that. Print out inspirational photographs and stick them onto your worksheet. Again, as a working document, you can add references to that, draw on them, add annotations, okay, so that you can see where your ideas are coming from. Okay, add notes and refer to specification. Again, that's accessing your communication. Okay, so refer to your specification. You may want to put a note or a hyperlink, or just a note, a number, and say specification here. Continue to draw throughout the project. So once you've done your A3 sheets, don't think that's it. Again, any drawings that you come across later on need to be added into the folder. And another last tip there is look at other designers' drawings, which we will do in a minute. Okay, so quickly looking at some initial ideas. What you need to annotate. Well, what will it do? What's its function? Okay, it can be multifunctional. It can have 2 functions, 3 functions, whatever. So what will it do in the end? What will it be made out of? What materials are you considering? So it could be acrylic, it could be wood. What types of wood? What types of metal? How will it be made? What's the manufacturing process? Okay, you can be laser cutting, you can be 3D printing, or using hand tools. Okay, but again, this is in theory. It may be totally different when you come to make the project. How big will it be? Again, look at your specification. Remember, we put in measurables. So from your specification, from your research, you found that a chair will measure 1.90 meters at the back. So put that in there. That's a rather big chair, that one. Anyway, what will it look like? What are the aesthetic considerations? What colour will it be? Will it be a natural wood? Will it be a black acrylic? Okay, again, these are just recommendations. Okay, I'll just put that there. Refer to your specifications. So you could put C specification for aesthetics if you wanted. Consider many ideas. So again, you don't have to pursue all of them. So through a process of actually cutting down the other possibilities, you're considering all the ideas, and then you're honing down to the one you can pursue, or two ideas and a cross between the two. All right. So you need to avoid that design fixation. Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, what a fantastic artist. And you can see here some initial ideas. You can see that some of his drawing isn't that technically accomplished, but you can see that he's annotated all his ideas, and he's putting his thinking down on paper, which is what we want to see. Okay, and so considering the different possibilities, how it's going to be made, how it's going to work. Okay, so if we can be thinking about how that's going to work, look at the ideas of Leonardo da Vinci and other designers, and see how you can put your ideas down on paper. Right, getting your drawing skills. There are lots and lots of drawing YouTube videos. I'll put some links on the Show My Homework. It might be worth just following a couple of those just to get your drawing skills back into up to shape. Okay, so one or 2 point perspective, 3 point perspective, isometric drawing. You can use all of these, and you can adapt those techniques for your initial ideas. Okay, so you can use those to draw your ideas with. Okay, so well worth doing that. Doing a couple of YouTube videos for those. As always do at the end of the tape, save all your work, get yourself a USB, version 1, version 2, version 3, keep all your drawings, okay, just get a folder, put them all in there, photograph them and put them into your PowerPoint, take your own pictures, do a questionnaire, check against the NEA app, okay, so that's your working document, make your work original, use different types of fonts, add different backgrounds. Again, with your initial ideas, they are going to be original. Okay, make it your own work. Add an evaluation or conclusion to each sheet, so that's every sheet, so that you can access that 20 marks at the end for evaluation. Have a good summer. And you might want to think, oh, I could get the work done at the beginning of summer, and then I don't have that stress when I come back in September. So we'll see you then. As I say, don't know what will happen in September, but hopefully we'll see you then. Okay.